Now here's Pastor Charlie with today's bread.
Well, howdy and welcome to Monday's edition of Today's Bread. You know, it's easy to follow God when everything around you agrees. But what happens when obedience makes you different? Daniel reminds us that loyalty to God is worth standing for. Now, this week, we're walking through one Bible message together, one day at a time. Now, our journey is called Standing for the Lord, and today we're focusing on remaining loyal. Our scripture reference is Daniel chapter 1, verses 3 through 8. Daniel was among the first group of captives taken from Jerusalem to Babylon by King Nebuchadnezzar's army. Daniel's surroundings changed overnight. He was taken away from his home, his family, and everything familiar to him. Nebuchadnezzar selected some of the best and brightest young men from among the captives. They were intelligent, talented, and capable of serving in the king's government. For 3 years, they were trained in Babylon language, literature, and culture. The Babylonians were not simply trying to educate Daniel. They were trying to reshape his identity and turn him into a servant of Babylon. Daniel was even given a new name. But although Babylon could change his location, his education, his name, it could not change his heart. When Daniel was offered food and wine from the king's table, he knew accepting them would defile him and violate his commitment to God. So Daniel 1:8 says, "But Daniel was determined not to defile himself." Daniel wasn't rude or rebellious. He respectfully asked for permission to follow his convictions. He understood that remaining loyal to God sometimes requires us to stand apart from the crowd and make personal sacrifices. The world may pressure us to compromise, but we must decide beforehand where we stand. When our hearts are settled, the pressure around us cannot control us. So ask yourself today, have I determined in my heart to remain loyal to God? Thanks for joining me for Monday's Today's Bread. Now, Monday's prayer focus for America is for our nation to grow in understanding our shared values and purpose while embracing its diverse people. Now, Monday's blessing. I bless you with the knowledge that all things are working together for your good. Now, for giving or information, visit ehrcchurch.org. That's ehrcchurch, ehrcchurch, all one word, .org. Or you can just email us at ehrc1965@gmail.com. You know, it's just another day, one more devotion, and one step closer to Jesus. So I'll see you next time on Today's Bread.